This right here is the Dyna-Living 12-head mist maker. This is more of a commercial product where you want to have a display and you want lots of mist coming from your water. Let's open this up and check it out. The atomizer is in this styrofoam thing. You got a set of 10 extra ceramic discs. The holder for the atomizer, the power supply, this is around a 400 watt power supply. This is a lot of power to be pushing out. There's a couple of pieces of styrofoam and the user manual. Open this up here. This is the water level sensor. If the water level ever drops below this, then it theoretically should stop evaporating water. Here's how there's 12 of them in here, but the replacement ceramic disc only has 10 pieces. Take this little key out and take out one of these discs. This ring only holds the disc. Just use this tool and you twist it open counterclockwise. This is just a screw-on with a little rubber ring around it for waterproofing. I think I can just pull it out right there. There's a little spring to connect the circuit, and these things feel like a coin. This one was the replacement one, and the 1311 was what was in here. Let me put it back. Carefully thread it back in there. They didn't bother to localize this product. There's still some Chinese writing on the top. It says DC 45 volts, 6.6 amps. Flipping this over, this is an epoxy over here, so it's going to be completely waterproof. From the atomizer, you got about 12 feet worth of cable, and then it goes to the power supply through this connector. This connector has two contacts. There is a little rubber grommet. Shove it together like that. And this looks very similar to outdoor kind of connectors where it needs to be waterproof. So you just screw this together. You just put it inside these floater bracket things. Here are the screws. Let me attach them. I have this tub over here. I'm gonna put the atomizer right in the middle. Add some water. This floater thing can just float on top of, let's say, a pool. Even if it's many feet deep, it'll just float right on top. Let me turn this thing on. The green light on the power supply turned on. This thing turned on. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. This is neat. This is actually really cool. This is definitely better than the fog machines because I feel like the fog machines where you have a chemical solution that you have to pour in and all of this gets everywhere. This is just water. So I guess you can just breathe this in and it won't hurt anything. Here's the power supply. The green light is on. As you guys saw, there was a blue light in there that it turned on. Whoa. It feels like a foggy morning. So I'm going to lift this up a little bit. I can't see what I'm touching. If I lift it up too much, it stops. Here we go, see? If you just let it float, you can see little droplets of water flying around. Don't put this somewhere where the fog, it's gonna cover this power supply because sometimes they have fans that's gonna be an intake. So it's gonna pull all this very, very high moisture air into the power supply and it's gonna break it. So you need to raise this above the level at which this fog is gonna get generated. If it just kind of leaks all over the place, it's gonna get everywhere wet. This is a lot of liquid here. Let me blow this out. Whoa. Here's my trusty kilowatt. It tells you how much energy it's using. Let me just plug it in. It says 0 watts right now. And now it says 309. So that's what it's really using. When I pull it above the water surface, the fog turns off. It's at 3.3 watts. I'm gonna put it back in. It fluctuates a bit and goes back up to 308 watts. Let me pull this up here. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna submerge it again and it starts making the fog again. You can see all those piezos working here. Now you might wonder, what does it feel like? If you touch that piezo, I'm gonna get electrocuted. Ow! Fuck. Okay, there you have it. If you bring your finger, ow! It feels a little bit hot. Do not try this at home, of course, because you could very well damage your finger like I almost have. 309 watts divided by 12. This is 25 watts into each piezo. So it kind of felt like that. It felt like a very, very hot and small 25 watt light bulb. And I just went and touched it real quick. It almost felt like a little pin was poking into my finger. So I don't recommend getting your hands near this thing. On the product page, it's not gonna tell you that these are piezoelectric transducer. How they operate is by putting a voltage, pretty high voltage sometimes, maybe 300 volts or more, across this piezo material. And when you put that voltage across, it either contracts or expands. So what it's doing here is it's putting 300, whatever high voltage there, taking it off, putting it back on many times a second, so fast that the piezoelectric is responding to that. So it kind of vibrates very quickly. And this large vibration hitting the water, it's what atomizes the water over here. And putting 300 some watts in here, it's going to atomize a lot of water. It also says 8,500 ml, which is 8.5 liter per hour evaporation capacity. So if you keep on running this thing, look to it getting evaporated. And I think that means the water keeps on getting sloshed away. If you have it in a bucket like this, not as much water is going to just atomize and go away, right? It's just getting self-contained right here. It's getting reabsorbed. So I think in this case, where you have a contained thing where the fog isn't leaking out, is not gonna lose as much water. Thanks for watching this review video. You can get this particular item via my Amazon affiliate link down in the video description below. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. What's gonna happen if you vacuum up some fog? It gets a little moist right here. It'll probably get the little filter a bit too damp. There we go, all cleared. Don't touch these guys. Don't touch, ouch.